In this video, we're going to divide polynomials, and one of the advantages dividing polynomials is if you can end up with a remainder of 0, what you end up with is one of the factors of the polynomial. Now, if you recall, if we take a look at the leading coefficient and we take a look at your constant, find the factors of your constant, which are 1 and 3, and you take a look at your leading coefficient and you find the factors of that, which in this case is 1 and 2, you can take a look at the constant over the leading coefficient, and it works something like this. The factors, the possible solutions or possible factors of your polynomial are going to be plus or minus 1 over 1, plus or minus 3 over 1, or plus or minus 1 over 2, or plus or minus 3 over 2. And those are the three possibilities. So I'm going to show you how to divide this polynomial by a binomial. And I'm going to pick positive. I'm going to say if the solution is x equals 3, then the binomial odd value would be x minus 3. And this is just to see if x minus 3 is a factor of 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. So down here I'm going to rewrite 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. And I'm going to divide that by x minus 3. First thing you have to look at is, does x minus 3 go into 2x squared? The answer is no, because 2x squared is a monomial, x minus 3 is a binomial. So I'm going to say, does x minus 3 go into 2x squared plus 5x? And the answer is yes. So you have to ask yourself, how many times does x divide into 2x squared? And the answer is 2x times. I'm going to put the 2x up here. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times a negative 3 is a negative 6x. But because this is division, I'm going to have to subtract both terms. So 2x squared minus 2x squared is 0. 5x minus a negative 6x gives me 11x. I'm going to bring down my negative 3. Does x go into 11x? The answer is yeah. Yes, positive 11 times. That gives me 11x minus 33. But I'm going to subtract these. So I'm going to end up with an 11x minus 11x, which is 0. I end up with negative 3 minus a negative 33, which is a positive 33, which gives me a positive 30. So I end up with a remainder of 30. This doesn't look good, but this remainder is important, and I'm going to speak about that a little bit later on. Actually, I'll just tell you now. Well, no, I'll tell you later on. So, as you can see, I divided, and I just found out that x minus 3 does not work. So, positive 3 is not a solution. So, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to say, well, positive 3 didn't work. So, what if I try negative 3? So, if I want to see if negative 3 is a solution, I'm going to say if x equals negative 3, then I'm going to have to divide this function by x plus 3, because that's when x plus 3 would equal 0, when x equals negative 3. So, once again, I'm going to start with 2x squared plus 5x minus 3, and I'm going to divide by x plus 3 this time. And what ends up happening here is, once again, x plus 3 does not go into 2x squared because that's a monomial and this is a binomial, but x plus 3 does go into 2x squared plus 5x. So the question is, how many times? And it's the same thing as this. So I'm just going to put in 2x times. You get 2x squared plus 6x. But remember, I had to subtract these. So 2x squared minus 2x squared is 0. 5x minus minus a positive 6x gives me a negative x. I'm going to bring down my negative 3. See, how many times does x go into negative x? The answer is negative 1. So that gives me negative x minus 3, because negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. But remember, I'm subtracting these, and therefore, I'm going to end up with negative x minus a negative x is 0. Negative 3 minus a negative 3 is 0. So there's no remainder. The remainder is 0. Alright, now that's key. That means that x plus 3 is a factor. What it also means is, because this was the polynomial has a degree of 2, also means that this is also a factor. So I can now say x plus 3 times 2x minus 1, oh, getting a little crowded here, equals 0. And I now know that x equals negative 3 or x equals 1/2. Add 1 over, divide by 2. And that's it. So that's how you divide polynomials. And like I said, by dividing polynomials, we divide, and this helps us find factors of the polynomial. That's it.